I didn't argue with my parents' racism. Life did it for me. Emily, a black guy beat up a white woman last night. See, people like that never change. My mom didn't even look up when she said it, just kept spreading butter on her toast like she was reading the weather. My dad set his coffee cup down so hard it echoed through the kitchen. Then he locked eyes with me. Hear that? He said, you're always defending everyone, being a social justice warrior. Well, this is the world you're fighting for. I didn't want another argument before class, so I just grabbed my keys and drove to college. But when I got back home later that evening, my parents were already outside, staring at my car like it was a crime scene. The bumper was crushed and the headlights were gone. Oh my God, Emily, my dad said, don't tell me this happened because of those protest groups. I knew something like this would happen. My mom jumped in. Those people block the roads, intimidate drivers. Was it them? I took a slow breath and said, no, it wasn't anyone. I skidded on a wet curve, hit the railing, and messed up the front. It was my own fault. But they still looked suspicious. So I told them the part I knew they wouldn't like. And actually, a group of black students helped me. Their faces froze instantly. My car wouldn't start. I continued. I didn't have enough money for towing or repairs. They brought a mechanic, helped fix the tire, and told me I could pay later. They didn't leave me alone there for a single second. My mom whispered, why would they help you? As if kindness needed a reason. Their reaction hurt, not because they doubted those guys, but because they doubted me. The very next morning, everything changed. Sirens echoed through the entire town. Smoke filled the streets. People were running everywhere because a huge fire had broken out near our neighborhood. I ran outside, terrified, but the moment I saw what was happening, I stopped. The same black volunteers my parents talked badly about were the ones helping everyone. They were guiding children away from the flames, supporting elderly neighbors, handing out water, even helping firefighters control the panic. And then I saw my mom fall. She twisted her ankle and cried out. Before I could even reach her, two of the volunteers rushed toward us. Ma'am, don't move. One of them said gently, we've got you. They lifted her safely, brought her away from the smoke, and stayed with her until she could breathe normally. My dad stood beside me, shocked, unable to say a single word. When everything finally calmed down, my mom looked at me with tears in her eyes. Emily, we were wrong. We were so wrong. My dad exhaled and nodded, his voice low. You tried to tell us. We just didn't want to listen. For the first time, they finally understood that goodness isn't tied to race, and that fear is not the same as truth. A few weeks later, some of those volunteers who had become my friends came over to visit, and my parents welcomed them warmly, offering them food, talking, laughing, learning. My dad even tells his own friends now, stop judging people you don't know. I was wrong once. And trust me, you don't want to stay wrong. Sometimes people don't change because you argue with them. They change because life shows them something they can't ignore.